Okay. Good evening. Welcome, a very, very big welcome to Digital Income Night School. We are live. I'm so glad that you're here tonight. My name is Na, and if you're watching this for the very first time, this is a free live training that I'm going to be doing every weekday at 9 p.m. GMT or 10 p.m. UK time. And it's going to be about 30 to 60 minutes of real practical digital income training. Hopefully, I'm going to do my very best, no fluff, take out all the hype, and just tell you what's actually working. So, tonight, I don't have any slides. I've prepared a few notes, which I'm going to go through. And what we're going to be starting with is a very important question that I get asked very often. And honestly, the question that most people are too afraid to say out loud. So we're going to answer it with evidence tonight, give you some real examples and also some real proof. So the very first thing that I want to say is that if you're watching this live stream and you haven't actually gone to the website and registered for it, then please go to this link. Let's see if it's going to show up. Okay, let's see if it's showing. Is the link showing? Yes, the link is showing. Brilliant. I'm trying something new. I was hoping that the links would show up, but I'm not seeing them. Oh no, the digital income jumpstart is there. Okay, excellent. So that link that's showing on the screen right now, you can click and go to that and actually register so that you get the free guide, but also you get notifications every time we're going live. So the link is also going to be in the description. Registration is free. Once you click that link, I'll send you the guide instantly, and it's going to help you figure out exactly what you can sell online based on your knowledge and experience, right? It only takes about 30 seconds. You put in your name and email, and it's all going to be sent to you. So that link is showing up on the screen right now. So let's get into it. Let's see if I can make the link go away. Okay, so that one has shown up. Bear with me today. We're going to be trying out new things as I try and get these things to show up here. Okay, I think I've done it. We're trying new things and learning new things. Okay, so let's get into it. The first thing that I want to talk about is the belief system. Okay, so the question that I want to answer tonight is this: can someone like me, perhaps this is the question that you're asking yourself, can somebody like me actually make money online? And I want to be very honest and open with you, because the internet is full of people who will, they'll tell you that yes, absolutely, anybody can do it. And then they'll show you their shiny Lamborghini and their laptop sitting on a beach. That's not me. That's not what tonight is about. Tonight, I want to be very open and honest with you so that you have everything that you need to make a decision, right? So the reason most people never start is not it's not what it's not what they think it is. It's not that they feel like they're not smart enough. It's not that they think that they don't have enough time. Actually, the real reason is this, and it's much deeper than maybe something that they've thought about. They do not actually believe that it's possible for someone like them. Okay, so perhaps you've watched other people do it. You've saved some posts. You're just gathering inspiration. You've bought courses, and then maybe somewhere deep down in the middle of your mind, you're thinking, or there's this voice that's trying to tell you that, you know what, this works for them. It works for them, for that person, but I'm not that person. It can't work for me. So let me ask you in the comments right now, has anybody ever felt like that? Just drop a yes in the comments so I can see that you're here. Do you feel like sometimes you watch people and you see what they're doing and it sounds so amazing, and then you think, well, I think it's just them. It's not something that could work for me. Put that in the comments. I'm just seeing, I think there's a little bit of a lag with the online. So put it in the comments and I'll check it and see. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Magdalene. I mean, I see you, and I want you to know that that feeling is not a sign that you can't do this. So if you see me looking here, I'm just looking at my phone to see the chat. It's not a sign that you can't do this. It's a sign that nobody has ever really sat with you and shown you and given you evidence that you can. And I'm hoping that this evening, what I'm going to share with you here will give you that evidence, give you that confidence so that you can move on, right? To believing that this is possible for you. So let me tell you something. Let me share with you, 2023, um, I was diagnosed with three chronic illnesses and I had to stop working completely. And when I say I had to stop working completely, it's not like I was okay and I just wasn't going to work. There were times when it was difficult to get out of bed. There were times when it was difficult to walk. There were times when, even when I stood up and I held, like if let's say I'm taking something from the floor and I just stand up, I would feel dizzy and I have to sit down for some time because I can't stand or I can't, like it was terrible. And I could not show up every day. I just could not be consistent. I could not do the things that people expect you to do if you're running a business online. And let's just say my professional work that I was doing, definitely I wasn't doing that. But it's not as if being at home made me free to do my online business. No, I couldn't even do that as well, or cook, or do any of the household things that I'm used to doing. And yet, that same year, the online business that we had started in 2022 generated over £170,000. And like I'm saying, it's not because I was working harder. I literally couldn't. It's not because I'm more talented, but it's actually because we had built systems, very simple systems that anybody can build, right? It was my digital products, and we had built a funnel, which is how people find out about our program and sign up and get access to the course without me having to do anything. No manual intervention on my side. It was just an automated funnel. And then there was also an automated email sequence. So they were getting messages and communication from me, even though me personally, I didn't have any energy to sit up and write any emails. Those emails had been pre-written, pre-scheduled, and they were getting them. And so that machine was able to keep running without me, right? So I'm not telling you this to impress you. I'm telling you because I want you to understand that it's not as if I was born knowing how to do this, right? It's not as if I've been doing this for years and years and years. I'm coming from a economics and statistics background, I'm coming from finance, I'm coming from investment banking, I'm coming from project management, working 60 plus hour weeks. I've got two young children. One of them is a teenager, the other one is almost a teenager. And this business that I'm talking about, it was built on the side in the evening, in the gaps, okay? While my life was full with ministry and so many other things that I was involved in. And the people that I've been able to work with and help, they are not influencers, right? They are not tech geniuses. They are people like you, everyday people like you. And let me tell you an example and share with you somebody that I worked with recently. She had a small audience, right? So she had started building a WhatsApp group with a small audience on it, but she didn't have an existing product. She didn't know what her niche could be. And honestly, she didn't know, like she had wanted to start something online, but she just didn't know what she could package, what she could create, and how would it work? How would she be able to charge people? How would they get the product? Does she have to create a website, right? But within a few weeks of working through the process that I'm going to teach you, she had her digital products live and she made her first sale. And not just her first sale, she made her first $1,000 online. And later this week, hopefully, I'll be able to share a little bit more about her story and you can hear from her sharing it so you really see that this is possible. And it's not because she was special, right? It's because she had clarity. She had a system that she was able to follow. And because she was able to follow that system, finally, when she stopped asking, can I do this? Stop wondering, is this possible for me? And then the question she started asking that made a difference is, what do I need to do first? You see, you need to shift from saying, can I do this? Is this possible? To asking yourself, what's the first step? Because it's step one, step two, step three, step four. You just take tiny steps, one, two, three, four, one after the other. That's how you're going to get from, is this even possible for me, to celebrating your first 1K, celebrating your next 2K, celebrating your next 5K, 100K, and just moving on from there. Okay. So the shift is, can I do this? To what do I need to do first? It literally changes everything. And that's what I want to share with you here tonight, right? And hopefully every evening, Monday to Friday going forward. So here's what I need you to understand. The gap between where you are, right, and your first digital income stream is not talent. Is In fact, many of you are sitting on a gold mine because you have years of work experience. You have years when you've been active in church, in communities, and doing so many things. It's not time, it's not tech, it's not talent, it's not experience, right? It's three things. And let me walk you through what those three things are. Number one is knowing what to sell. So you have the experience, but how do you package it, right? And most people go on in circles with this for months. I'm on so many Facebook groups and things like that, and people always say, I've been trying to find my niche for months, I've been trying to find my niche for 2 years, I've been thinking I started with this niche, then I changed it, and I don't have clarity. On Tuesday, tomorrow, we're going to talk about what is it that you can sell. Okay, I'll show you exactly how to find your niche based on what you already know. Then the second thing is knowing how to sell it simply, right? Even if you don't have a big audience, even if you don't know how to build a complicated funnel, right? Like the gurus tell you, maybe you've seen some videos where they've shown you multiple steps, very, very difficult and confusing and complicated funnel. Do you need all of that? I don't think you need all of that. And on Wednesday, I'm going to show you the exact system that I use and that I teach my beginners to use to help them launch simply and quickly so they can get their first sale, their first 10 sales, their first 20 sales, okay? Then number three is just believing that that outcome is available to you. I need you to know and hope and believe that this is possible for you. And that's what today's first session is just me sharing my experience with you and hopefully making you become aware that, listen, this is possible for you, okay? So give me a second, let me drink some water. Before I go on, I want to also share something that I hear a lot. So last week I was at two different events. I spoke to two different women, both in their early 50s. And they were like, oh, now we really see what you're doing online. It sounds so exciting. And I was like, that's great. Are you interested? Yes, they're very interested. But then they said the same thing, literally two completely different women, two different events. Now I'm not digital at all. I was amazed, like two different women, two different events, the very same words. I'm not digital. So if you're watching right now and that's exactly what you're also thinking, I want you to hear this, okay? AI makes it so easy these days. Even if you feel like you are not digital, if you can click buttons, if you can copy and paste, all of us have our phones. My phone is here. You're able to chat on WhatsApp, you're able to copy messages, you're able to forward messages, you're able to click things. If you can click buttons, if you can copy and paste, trust me, you can do this, okay? And that's genuinely all it takes to get started. My older student that I've been able to help create her first digital product is 69 years old, okay? 69 years old. I call her Auntie Fileta. She created her own digital product and she built her first funnel all by herself. Nobody did it for her. I did a few things, got on a few calls with her, helped her to sort of, iron out a few issues. But she herself went into the platform. She built everything step by step. She did all of that by herself. And it's because she was able to follow a simple process. So if my 69-year-old, she's not, I call her Auntie Fileta, but I don't know her. I didn't know her until she signed up to be one of my students or one of my clients, right? So if she can do it at 69, then the only question that is left is, let me ask you, what is your excuse, right? What is your excuse? If a 69, and by the way, she's based in Ghana, 69 years old, living in Ghana, and she's been able to create her first digital product. So let me be very, very honest with you, okay? I'm glass half full type of person. I'm very positive. I believe everything is possible. But let me be honest with you. I'm not standing here to tell you that it's going to be very easy and that as soon as you start, you're going to be making millions overnight. Okay. There's going to be a learning curve. It's normal. There's going to be a learning curve. And it's very possible that in your particular situation, it can take longer than you expect. Maybe I'll tell you that if you follow these steps, this is how long it should take. Then when you start, it may take you longer. That's okay. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Can you do it? Yes. Should you do it? Yes. Should you start? Yes. Because the sooner you actually start, the faster you get comfortable. And you'll be amazed that when you actually get comfortable, you start enjoying the process. Like Auntie Philetta, some of my I had this cohort. I was teaching my mom to create a digital product, and that cohort, I think I had like until later was 69, my mom is 65. I had some 50-year-olds in there. And once they understood the process of creating the digital product, using ChatGPT, using AI, using Kajabi, building their funnels, they started to enjoy it. They started to innovate. They started to add things, even things that I hadn't shown them. They were doing things on AI because like they had gotten over that initial hump of, oh, I don't know if I can do this. And then they were now starting to enjoy themselves. Do you understand? And once you start to enjoy yourself and you just literally keep going, follow that process, keep going, the sales are going to come. The sales are going to follow, particularly if you do it the way that I teach you, where we have AI help to validate the idea before you actually start, right? Because then AI, with all the information that ChatGPT and Claude, now we can use ChatGPT and GPT and Claude, they have a lot of access to information. So when they tell you that we think this idea is going to work, it's very, very possible that it's going to work. So then your job is just to launch it, okay? So I'm just sharing that with you to say, look, that small group of women were able to create their digital products, even though they told me I'm not digital, okay? So it's very possible. So now I'm going to try again. Let's see if the links will come up again. I've got this fancy, I'm using eCam. So I've got all these controls that you guys can't see. So if you see me moving around, I'm just trying to learn how everything works. So now I want to, let's see if I can get it to show up. Okay. All right, we'll see. So if you are just joining us, let me do a quick introduction. My name is Na. I've made over $500,000, 500K online through digital products, and I've helped hundreds of beginners get started. And just a minute, my screen has just gone blank. Can you imagine? Oh, technology and live streaming. What was I saying? Okay, so my name is Na. I've made just over 500K online, helped a number of beginners get started, and I'm going to be going live every evening from 9 p.m. GMT time or 10 p.m. UK time with Digital Income Night School. Okay, helping you to get started creating your own digital product and making money online. So what I want to share with you now is if you are watching me and you haven't actually registered, then please go to this link. I'm hoping this is going to work now. Let's see. Are the links showing up? Yes, brilliant. So the links are showing up. Go to the links that are showing up on the screen now and actually register. So because even though you can watch me free on like live stream and when you get the notification, if you register, then you're also going to get my AI niche finder guide, which is a tool that I've created. It takes just a few minutes to go through, but you just fill it with information about who you are, what you do, what your experiences are, and with the help of AI and ChatGPT prompts, it's actually going to show you what digital products that you can create. Okay. So if you haven't registered, then go to that link that's showing up on the screen and actually register. So you also get this free guide coming in. So bear with me whilst I take these off the screen. We're trying new things today. All right. So, I hope that you are believing what I'm saying, that can someone like me, if you're asking yourself, can someone like me actually make money online? And like I said, the honest answer is yes. But it's not by doing what most people do. A lot of people who I've come into contact with who say they want to make money online, and I ask them, okay, so what have you been doing? Like, have you done anything so far? Here's what happens. Most people consume, right? They watch videos. So maybe they join live streams like this one, or they watch some of my other videos, or they watch other videos. They save posts. If what I'm saying resonates, just say yes, this is me. Okay, so you've been saving posts, you've been saving, especially on Facebook, all these threads with links and prompts and things like that. You've been saving all of them, and you're telling yourself that you'll start one day, right? You'll start when you feel ready. You'll start when you have more time. You'll start when your children are older. You'll start when work is a little bit hectic right now. You'll start when work calms down. And the honest truth is, you've been staying, you start, and it's now been years. Tell me if this is you. Put it in the chat that yes, it's true. You've been saying you're going to do this for months and years. And the truth is, ready never comes, right? The people who actually build digital income are not smarter than you, they're not more talented than you. They've just made one key decision. So the difference between you and them is just one key decision, and that decision is they're going to start. Even if they are starting imperfectly, even if they don't know everything and it's not fully clear to them what that full picture is, right? They just need to take one step, one step, one step, one step. Because the difference between somebody who makes money online and somebody who just watches people making money online is literally that, making that decision and just starting. So here is what that looks like practically, okay? Like I said, you don't need to have everything figured out. There are some people who need to understand the full picture before they actually start on a journey. It's like there are things you can do to get the full picture, like big picture. Okay, this is what I need to do. This is how I need to do it. Then you're like, okay, now I understand that, I'm ready to start. The first place that I would recommend is understanding what you have to offer, because how are you going to make money online if you don't know what you're going to be selling online? So the first question is, do I even have something that I can sell, something that I can offer? And trust me, I have not met anybody who doesn't have something to offer. One of the coaches in the mentoring in the community that I'm in, one of our coaches is a gentleman called Richard, and he started in, I think, when he was in university, and his first digital product was something to do with, I don't know if I'm mixing him up with another person, also an Asian guy. Anyway, one of them, their first digital product was, they were medical students or biomedical students, and they created a product showing other students how to memorize like a lot of information and to pass exams. So they literally took what they knew, right? What the situation they were in. They were students. They were biomedical students. In fact, I think it's actually not Richard, is June. He was doing an undergrad and a master's at the same time. So he had sort of figured out the system of how to study, how to pass exams, how to cram information and remember. And so he used that to create his digital product. And now he's made over 20 million doing it. As a student, that's how he started. And then obviously he added other things, right? He expanded, but he started with what he knew. So I'm just saying that to say that everybody, literally, I like, regardless of your age, regardless of whether you are male or female, regardless of where you are based, whether you're in Ghana, the UK, Canada, US, doesn't matter. Everybody has something that they can offer. And so if you've signed up to if you've registered for night school, then check your email, because you'd have received that AI niche finder guide. Go through it. It's designed to be completed in 15 minutes. If you want to take your time, maybe 30 minutes. Literally just one evening after work, okay? Just register, get that link, sit down, and then go through it, fill it out, and it's going to show you what's possible. Okay, it's absolutely free when you've registered for night school, and I've put the links in. If you're watching the replay, the link will be in the description. Okay, so I hope I've explained that well. Let's see. So did I show you? Did I show you? Let me see if I can bring it up again. I showed you the what the guide looks like. Yep. So this is what it looks like. It's a PDF, but it's also a Google Doc, so you'll get both versions, and you just literally fill in there's some questions that are in there that will help tease out, because sometimes people don't even know, like, what should I put in there. So I've put specific questions that will tease out of you what do you enjoy doing, what do people say you're good at, all these types of questions. You fill that out, then you put those answers into ChatGPT, and it's going to show you what digital products you can create. And I think I also have prompts in there that show you how much you should charge, who it will be for, and how you can make your first 10K with that digital product. So ChatGPT is going to show you which products to start with, and like it'll give you 10 digital product ideas, and then it'll show you which one you should start with, who it will be for, how much you should sell it for, and how you can use that one digital product to make your first 10K online. You get all of that in that free guide. So if you haven't downloaded it, if you haven't registered for night school, then please click that link, register, so you get that guide completed, because it starts with you knowing what can I sell. And trust me, once you know, you're going to get so excited, because you didn't even know that you're sitting on this gold mine. But once you complete it and you see it, you can't unsee it. So before I let you all go, our first live stream will be ending soon in 30 minutes. Today is going to be 30 minutes. Today is all about going online, trying all the links, sharing as well, and helping you understand, is this possible? Okay. So before I let you go, I want to tell you that that voice that is telling you that this is not for me, that voice that is telling you that I can't do this, that voice that's telling you that you are too old, that voice that's telling you that now is not the time, I don't want you to listen to that voice any longer, okay? You don't need to be a tech expert. You don't need to have a big following. You don't need to have everything figured out. You literally just need to start. And today I'm showing you how to start for free with that free guide, okay? So every night this week, we'll go a little bit deeper. Tomorrow, we're going to tackle, what do I actually sell online? So if you've been going in circles on your niche, then tomorrow I'm going to give you some clarity on that. And then, let's see if I can get this one up as well. Bear with me. Okay. So this one. So let's get these two off. We're getting there. Let's see. Are they up? Yes. Okay. Excellent. So if you are watching me and you're ready to go further beyond that freebie, did it go away? No, it's there. You're ready to go beyond the free guide. Okay, if tonight shifted something for you, if you've watched it and you're like, you know what, I'm done waiting, I actually want to build this, then I've got just the thing for you. So I've got a digital income jumpstart. It's open right now. And if you sign up as somebody who's watched me on the live on my night school, you get it it's normally $97, but you get it for $37. And it's a workshop where you literally watch over my shoulder and I show you step by step how to create your digital product, how to find it, how to create it, how to put it in a store, how to create your simple sales page, how to get it live and make your first sale. A number of people watched that workshop with me, and literally within a few days, they created their first digital product. Trust me, it's not as hard as the gurus make it seem. It's not as difficult as they make it seem. Sometimes we make it seem like it's so difficult so that you are intimidated, like, wow, who are these amazing people who can do it? Listen, it doesn't have to be that difficult. It can be very simple. So that link on the screen right now, if you know you're ready to get started and you actually want me to show you step by step how to create your first digital product, then grab the Jumpstart for 37, I was going to say pounds, $37, not pounds, $37. That's a really special rate for being on my night school. And let's see, we're at 10:30 exactly. So thank you all so much for being here. This week, I think it's on Thursday. Thursday, we have live Q&A. So if you have questions, type them in the chat. I will see them. I'll go through. I'll compile all the questions. And then on Thursday, I'll answer them live. But I'll also give you the opportunity to, I'll give you the opportunity to post your questions live, and then I'll sort of be answering them live on the chat on Thursday as well. So if any questions come up from what I've shared with you today, or you have any other questions throughout the week, just come back to the chat and type your questions in there. We'll answer them on Thursday. Okay. So thank you all so much for being here this evening. Let me see. Let's see if I can see. Oh, wow. Thank you. Renee, Karen, Kojo, very, very exciting. Magdalene, thank you for being here watching this live. And if you found today's session helpful, share it with someone else, okay? Share it with somebody who needs to hear tonight's message. Share it with somebody who you know has been talking about getting started online and is sitting on the fence, and they keep saying maybe. Sometimes you have that one friend who has been saying this thing for months, and you are here, you've watched me, you've seen that it's possible. Go and tell your friend to come and download the freebie and find out what he or she can create and actually get started. Okay, that's the whole point of today's live stream, to inspire you and show you that it's very possible. And if my 69-year-old student has been able to do it, then you can absolutely do it as well. All right, so share the link with them. The link is still on the screen, and let me bring up, so I'm going to take that link down, and then I'm going to bring up the link for registration for the free guide. So that should also be on the screen. And if you register, you're going to get, this is the free guide AI tool that helps you find your first digital product. Okay, and it's absolutely free. All right, so thank you all so much for being here. I'm really, really grateful that you joined my first live stream. I will see you tomorrow evening at the same time, 10 p.m. UK time or 9 p.m. GMT. Okay, I don't actually know how to end my live stream. I know how to start it. I have no idea how to end it. Let's see if I can figure this out. Okay. Interesting. I never found out that part. How do we end it? Let's see. You would think there would be, oh, there we go. All right, I found it. Okay, I found the button now. So thank you all for joining me. I'm going to end the broadcast now. Enjoy the rest of your evening.